Convention Centre. Let's get going.
You guys good? You guys good? Time in game 1, 0-0-2. Point.
And a bit of luck right off the bat there.
Yeah, look, I often say the quickest way to not make friends on the pickleball court is to get net rolls in your favour. So there you go. It giveth and taketh away. We've got an immediate side out, 0-1. Oh, we've got a stack here.
0-1-2.
In effect as well, Brendan.
Point. One.
And that's just going wide there from Giltinan.
Yeah, she got hold of it. My goodness, we've seen some big servers this weekend, haven't we?
In all age groups. I've been watching the 50+ out there this morning in the senior pro events, and there are some big, heavy serves out there. Yeah, great spot there from Daniel Fogl. He's got some reach there.
Not wrong. I was saying yesterday on the broadcast that a couple of these gentlemen would be handy to have in the grocery store, getting those top shelves. And let me tell you, DFK is in that same train of thought. Very much a reflective man. He meditates heavily before every event. Make sure he's in the zone.
2-1-2.
He's really coming through the ranks here in Australia. Like, obviously, he came onto the scene last year and just had a steady climb into that upper echelon. That's just going to drift wide there. Great defense by the Vietnamese pairing there, though.
3-1-2.
Ooh,
Side
and just
out.
goes a little bit too big on that one. Sends it long.
Thanks, sir. 1-3-1.
1-3-1 we have here in game 1.
Well placed.
Second server.
This is the first time we've seen Giltinan down under Dylan as well. Obviously, she's played a few events in the US on the PPA Tour, but actually an Australian resident. High quality tennis player Giltinan was going back a few years.
It's awesome to see, and Daniel also coming from that tennis background. Makes sense that these two have paired up.
3-1-1.
3-1-1.
Second server.
Giltinan serving 3-1-2. Ooh, that serve just drops in.
Switching effects didn't work as they would have liked. And they seem very comfortable with it thus far, Giltinan and Fogl-Kulich.
Would be their first time playing together too, wouldn't it? So I don't imagine they've seen each other prior to today.
Side out.
Yeah, I did have a chat to Daniel about his games yesterday. He did play with Harrison Brown, regarded as the most attractive man in Australian pickleball. Daniel said he had a great time on the courts. Bang! Giltinan with that drive puts it away with ease. Raw firepower on display from these two. Yeah. Served at the same time, unfortunate. Kylie Dunn's a fair official, though.
It's side out, that's a
Gives the warning. No, she doesn't. No dead ball for you. That's a side out.
I think it was because it was during the score that was being called, Dylan. So if it was before, that would have been a replay. But during, no such luck.
Yeah, down on the knees, great shot. Fogl-Kulich has had an interesting upbringing of the last year or two of his pickleball career here in Australia.
5-1-1.
Definitely worth a documentary.
No one is home right there. Great spot there by Fogl-Kulich.
Second server. Six, 1-2.
Yeah, getting away with that one there. We're going to really need to see her moving forward after that return. Otherwise, Giltinan and Fogl-Kulich are going to lap that up. You can't stay after you hit that return. Not with a half-decent return like that.
Second server.
Seems Vo is very hesitant to come forward though, Dylan.
Yeah, well, we mentioned the offensive prowess of these two, and it makes sense.
1-6-2.
Quite intimidating trying to get up to the kitchen line. Speak of the devil.
Side out.
Brendan, I'm curious, with your experience playing in such heavy contested environments, that round of 64 in a single elimination draw, does that play in the back of your mind for your first game?
Yeah, look, I think it's the one you
6-1-1.
definitely want to ease your way into. And I think here for Fogl-Kulich and Giltinan, this is a good match to get into, right? I think they're a pair that can definitely do some damage, just what we're seeing out here. The Vietnamese pairing of Chau and Vo, probably not as strong. Chau does look quite strong, the male player. Vo, probably... She looks relatively new to the scene, right? She looks pretty raw out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are the 30th seed, taking on the 18th seed, and that's quite significant as well. But here down under, we do love an upset.
7-1-2.
Always back the dark horse.
I think this is going to be a big ask. Even then, you see those grip when she was at the kitchen line, resulting in that pop-up. Just, she was moving backwards, her weight was falling back. It's going to end in disaster 9 times out of 10. A great opportunity for these players just to be on championship court right as well.
Not wrong, mate. I know a lot of these guys travel around quite a bit. DFK recently did a trip down the east coast of Australia, just visiting lots of different venues and playing with lots of different people.
And an interesting returner serve position here, Dylan. Look at this one. Both players are back.
Yeah, that double stacking effect for the combination of Chau and Vo.
I'm not sure if that was a mistake or tactical.
1-9-1. Point.
I'm going to say it was planned, mate. I got the service back and got a quick point on the board.
It's a good spot there on Giltinan. Up the shoulder. No one is home there. What a passing shot.
Yeah, there we go. Starting to fire. Double-hander backhand down the right side. Put away. And a little fist bump to go with it.
3-9-1.
Ooh. May have hit an out ball there.
Yeah, it did float a bit, didn't it?
This side. 3-9-2.
Yeah, there's that baseline play style we can see once again. Giltinan and Fogl-Kulich just continue to build.
Yeah, game one, this is a mountain to climb now for the Vietnamese pair of Chau and Vo. 9-3.
Second server.
Giltinan stuck in two minds there, whether to drive that one or hit a dink off it, and we kind of got a bit of a combination of both.
9-3-2. Points.
Poaching play brings up game. Point situation here.
Yeah, Chau knows he's got to do a lot of work up that end.
10-3-2.
He's trying to cover a lot of court.
Oh, the uni
game.
goes long. That's
11-3.
unfortunate. Game one will be locked down from Fogl-Kulich and Giltinan. And Brendan, we have a packed crowd already to get us started here on this Saturday morning live from the Melbourne Convention Centre. We're going to bounce to a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back live straight after this.
Get ready, pickleball fans. The PPA Tour is bringing the action to you. Whether you love to play or watch, this is your chance to experience pickleball at its best. Mark your calendars for our next tour stops. Tucson, Arizona, February 5th to February 9th. Mesa, Arizona, February 17th to February 23rd. Cape Coral, Florida, March 5th to March 9th. Don't miss your chance to experience the thrill. Watch the pros, cheer for your favorites, register to play, and buy your tickets now at ppatour.com.
The onions that they have at the Outback Steakhouse, they are not Australian.
Yeah, exactly right.
Can we be clear on that? That's not an Australian delicacy. Fact.
I was asked earlier what would be considered an Australian delicacy. For all of you at home, Google fairy bread. It is
1-0-2.
That brings back some memories.
mate, tasty. There we go. This is a bit of a better response to get us started.
Great point there by Chau and Bo. Did really well to come out on the top of that. I like that she moved up to the kitchen there and joined in that hands battle on the front.
That's the biggest thing, right? Recovery that was there, the switch attempt unsuccessful. But I do think that's probably the biggest thing for this game too, for our Vietnamese duo, Brendan. If they can get to that kitchen line, they have a chance.
Oh, well left there.
Point.
Looked for the ATP, wasn't quite there. Then did really well to then leave that out ball.
Point.
We saw that double and a backhand earlier. He has teed off once more.
It's really tough for the Australian pairing when you're versing a team that's so
2-1-2.
unbalanced in the way that the male player is almost just standing in the middle of the court at the front and taking it like that.
Side
You do
out.
have to pick your spots carefully.
And the old poach play, considering it is Saturday morning. Poached eggs. Brekkie on the mic.
1-2-1.
I did have Eggs Benedict this morning, Don.
Ooh, yummy. You know, here we are talking about brekkie food. It's probably a bit later in the day for some of our
In the
international
US, for sure. They're probably getting ready for bed.
2-2-1.
Oh, there we go. They're starting to fire on all cylinders. Significantly better response thus far for the Vietnamese duo. Giltinan and DFK would like to settle things down if they could. That was almost an eye-line formation.
It's a very interesting tactic that they're applying, and as I said, it is uncomfortable for the Australians to know where they're going to put that ball, with Chau taking up so much court at the front, but they're going to get through that 8 times out of 10.
Side out. Two, 3-1.
Oh, angles covered, pure geometry.
Server.
A nice Andy to finish off for Fogl-Kulich.
Great spot.
2-3-2. Point.
That reach is outrageous. Limbs like a giraffe, Daniel Fogl-Kulich.
3-3-2. Side out.
Fogl-Kulich will bring this back in at 3-3 on 1.
Oh, wide.
That does go wide, but a great Pat Cash diving volley there from the lawns of Wimbledon.
Second
Do a
serve.
barrel roll. He has flung himself off the court. And let's talk about that. Some of the athleticism we've seen on this championship court this weekend.
We saw yesterday Elise Jones with a bit of blood on the knees. Yeah, good spot there. Picked it wisely.
Point.
Good little battle there, and the Vietnamese pair come out on top of that one.
And the winner of this will take on the combination of Caitlin Christian and Alex Hunt,
3-4-1.
the number 8 seed. That's a doozy.
Ooh, Daniel Fogl just catching that one a little bit late. And all tied up here in game 2. So a much better start to game 2 than game 1 for the Vietnamese pair. And that travels long.
Point.
Another from Dan Fogl.
Timeout receiving team. Good.
Currently 5-4. Chau and Vo have responded.
5-4-1. Second server.
Lara belts that one down the left. Terrific shot.
5-4-2.
What a fantastic end to that point by Dan Fogl. He has that angle down pat today.
Oh my goodness. Sesame Street, Ernie over here counting not 1 but 2 with the highlight play.
4-5-1.
Ooh, and he's a little bit eager on that last ball, but a much better showing here in game 2.
Oh, we're going to have to call out Fogl-Kulich's corner. Keeps hopping over it, but you are right, Brendan. These two are really starting to show.
Second server.
There's a few more errors creeping in from Daniel Fogl-Kulich here.
5-5-2.
A few missed volleys, a few missed thirds. And another missed third. Interesting times here midway through game 2. Fogl-Kulich and Giltinan just looking a little unsettled.
5-5-1.
Great volley there by
Second
Giltinan.
server.
That was tough.
Yeah, official done calling this one was the 2023 Pickleball Queensland Referee of the Year. Got to give a big shout outs to all of our officials calling this weekend. They've done a terrific job, Brendan.
6-5-2.
Oh, he gets it. Oh, one too many, though. That was great defense, though, by Chau and Bo.
Yeah, terrific switch on effect. Lunging defense. But the pop-up put away for Fogl-Kulich.
5-6-1.
He is everywhere.
He almost got a successful lob on. Someone with the arm span of about 9 foot.
Turned Dan Fogl-Kulich inside out then to get that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, very untimely missed return there. And a timeout is called by Chau.
To be had as we can get started once more. Fogl-Kulich to bring it in.
Second server.
I think she was intentionally trying to go up the line there on Chau, but just caught it a little bit late. Paddle was leaning back just a little too far.
7-6-2.
Uh-oh. Good night.
Yeah, what a setup there too from Giltinan.
She has a great drive.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. Her drives are world class.
8-6-2.
And I think that's what they need to be trying to do a little bit more, that shake and bake. I prefer it when Giltinan actually gets a third, to be honest, and that allows Dan the opportunity to get forward, right?
Well, if you use a basketball reference, like a point guard thrown to your centre, they are setting each other up very well. Side out once more, however. And that one stings.
Just rushed it there, I think. She was being almost listening to the score and realising that she may have gone a little bit early.
I don't mind that.
Side out.
The transition was solid.
Make sure you signal to from me.
Yeah, she just mishit that one a little bit, but it's the right play going back in behind Dan Fogl. We know he's leaning middle to try and take as much of that middle ball as he can. Another missed third. Proving difficult to put away are the Vietnamese pairing.
8-6, sorry. 8-6-2. Side out.
Bit of a lull here at the moment. A couple of side outs, scoreless.
Well, we always say the pickleball's a game of momentum, right?
6-8-1.
Both teams looking to try and build some of it. Bit of a stalemate.
6-8-2.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, what a great attempt there by Giltinan, though.
Terrific drop. The switch once more. The Vietnamese pairing very mobile on the court, covering that well. And talk about covering. Giltinan just about throwing herself into the kitchen.
And the crowd. Oh, he'd love that one back in again. I think he could have actually had a bit more of a go at that one. It was sitting up nicely.
8-7-1. He called the ball out. Do you want to challenge it? Yes, that ball was in. When you call out, that ends the rally.
I was wondering if that would be the case.
Challenge, it was in.
But a call here mid-rally.
No, it's the right call. I just...
The official is...
Yeah, Daniel, I just
confirmed.
need you to tell me to challenge. I
rally has gone the way of Giltinan and Fogl-Kulich.
All right.
Lara, you're 9.
Giltinan will bring them in at 9-7 on 1 here. They are 2 points away from moving through to the round of 32.
Thank you.
So the Vietnamese pairing disappointed with that, but they do lose that point. It's not a replay.
heavy
Let's go,
discussion
players. I'm
here.
going to call the score. You need to swap positions. You're 7.
A bit of a discussion here regarding it.
Okay, we're not
As they're having a
arguing
chat,
the
Brendan
call's been
weekend as
made.
well.
Okay, you need to get
For
in
our viewers at home
position.
that
Thank
haven't
you.
been to Melbourne thus
You're
far and
7.
enjoying the Victorian pickleball
Your
space,
score is
want to
7.
get around, that is for sure.
Guys,
Looks like we are ready to go, however.
7. You need to go over there.
And Aaron Blitz on the
Swap.
call yesterday.
Thank you.
He seemed like a proud
All right,
dad
guys,
watching the
time back
Victorian
in.
space.
Oh, he's
get
been
behind
so
his man.
9-7-1.
influential in the Victorian space for so many years now. Oh, that ball skidding through. That was tough. Great drive there from Giltinan.
Heavy return on the line.
And that does bring up match point, Dylan.
10-7-1.
11-3, 10-7 on 1. Oh,
Second server.
it would have been very fitting for a Giltinan drive and a
10-7-2.
Fogl bake there on that one, but not to be. Oh my goodness, I could not believe that point was still going as long as it was.
Scrambling defense. What an effort.
And look, they are still in this.
7-10-1.
This is 7-10. If they can put a couple of points on the board here. Oh, looked
Second
for the
server.
ATP, just had to wait a fraction of a second longer to get around that post though.
Oh, mate, when you're on Pickleball TV, you got to go for the ATPs when you get the chance. Second server, however, 7-10-2. Oh, service
out.
error at a
That's
critical
unfortunate. All right, this brings up match point number 3 for Giltinan and
10-7-1.
Fogl-Kulich.
Second server, ball was long.
Serve is called long.
10-7-2.
Gonna have to run.
There
Oh,
we go.
there it is.
Side
He was
out.
just practicing the point
Yeah,
before, Dylan.
just needed a warm-up. Woof.
That
What a
was
play.
great.
He liked what he saw too.
So
Maybe
low
that'll
when he
fire
made
them up.
contact. Look at that.
7-10-1.
Caught by referee Sumi Rapal.
Point.
Here we go. They are firing at the right time, and I do wonder, Brendan, how Fogl-Kulich and Giltinan will respond. I refer to it as the 10-point hump. When you get stuck on it, you can't get it done.
Well, Giltinan nearly
8-10-1.
spit the dummy there, Dylan Kimlin. But not quite.
Point.
Will we see a timeout? No. Opting to battle it on.
Wow, that match point they had 6
9-10-1.
points ago. That may come back to haunt them. Ooh,
Second server.
And rush of blood, considering.
just needs to breathe here.
9-10-2.
And they tie
Point.
things up at 10 apiece. My goodness.
We have a game. 2-point pickleball on display here at Championship
Ball's
Court.
what? Oh, sorry. 10-10, yep.
10-10 on
10-10-2.
2.
Down the middle.
Side out.
That is walloped, forced the side out, but they had their opportunity to put this one away. Giltinan and Fogl-Kulich
10-10-1.
now need to get an additional 2 points. Oh,
Point.
he had the transition.
Got up there nicely and had a good look at a high backhand volley there. looked almost decelerated a fraction through that last one. Yeah, you see it right there. Just need to speed up a little bit more.
11-10-1.
Match point.
Tagged her, and that is game, set, match. Giltinan and Fogl-Kulich move through, but they are very lucky to put that away in 2, Dylan.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a scare. They were potentially looking at a Bradbury situation of a miraculous comeback,